guys, welcome back to my channel. It's SydneyS.Marie here, and obviously by the title you guys could tell that we're going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me. I had you guys ask me some more like personal girl talk questions on Instagram and on my community tab, but I just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, y'all actually really liked my last video that I did where I was just talking, and I was like, wow, like maybe I should do this more. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I really need a new tripod, so if I'm gonna be doing this often, I'm definitely going to have to buy a new tripod, because the one that I have right now, I'm gonna take a picture to show y'all, like it's actually holding on for dear life. Anyways, you guys, how is everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? You know, I honestly have been in such a nice like place as far as my well-being and everything like that. But like so far my new year has been going really well. I've been praying like every single day, you know, thanking God for waking me up in the morning, even when I leave work, when I be going to bed. Like I feel like I'm really reaching a really good spiritual well-being, and it just feels really good. I grew up in the church, and you know, I've kind of like over quarantine we all kind of drifted away, my family and I. We did watch church service online for a little bit, but you know, I still feel like a couple things has been drifted, and I really want to get back into the word, reading the Bible, praying constantly. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I also started journaling, you guys, like writing down things that I want to achieve in 2021. I've kind of just been really trying to take that step, really trying to manifest and work towards these goals that I've been wanting. So tired of these plans, y'all. Like it's like they never stop. And I'm right by my window, like I'm using my natural light and a little bit of my ring light, so if y'all hear it, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start with these questions, you guys. So yeah, we're gonna start off with Instagram. So the first question is, how do I build a platform? Please help me. I guess by platform, I guess you might mean like a brand for yourself, maybe social media wise. I hope that's what you mean, because you weren't really that specific. But build a platform. First thing that I feel like you need to do is really write down the things that you want to achieve with this platform. Write down everything that you want to do with your platform, your brand. It could be anything like that. Just write down some of those goals and write down, oh shoot, I turned it off. Write down all the things that you would like to achieve, and then figure out where you want to achieve this in. If you write everything down, structure, have a plan, I feel like it can really help you to build something. This next question, I really like this one. It's, what's some advice you have for younger girls that's insecure with their looks and body? So first, for any younger girls that are watching this, I just want to say that you are beautiful, love yourself, you're perfect the way you are. I think one main reason a lot of people get insecure is because they try to look at what other people have and kind of weigh the expectations, or kind of just weigh out like what they have and what they don't have. And honestly, I feel like that's something that you should never do. I know, like social media, you may think somebody has it all in the world, you may think that everything is perfect, but really internally that person could be struggling, that person could have their own insecurities. And like a lot of people think that I'm super confident, and I think I do have a nice confidence level, but at the end of the day, like I still have some things that I'm struggling with. I'm still insecure, and a good way that I try to not really focus on those insecurities is to just embrace myself, embrace who I am, because God made me who I am today. I'm my own person. God made you the way you are. You are unique. Like you are one in a million. Like nobody else is like you. And when you think of it that way, you really start to kind of love yourself and embrace who you are, because it's not really anything that you could change. And you know, I mean, of course you can change depending on like body, but that's a whole different story, because you know, you do what you do for yourself. If that's what you want to do, then you should do it. But as a young female out here these days, it can be quite hard. But I just want to say, you know, look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that you're beautiful. You know, you may not feel it at that moment, but you know, with habit, like as we do things, it becomes a habit, and we start to really believe it. Like if someone's in your ear saying, oh, you're this, you're that, you start to believe it. But what you need to do is tell yourself that you're beautiful. You need to look yourself in the mirror and say that I'm beautiful, I'm worth it, I love myself, and keep doing that until you believe it. Like power of suggestion, like words hold so much power, you guys, much more than you think. So you really just need to talk to yourself, really hype yourself up. I'm the bomb, you're the bomb. Like, really just hype yourself up, you guys. Next question is how to be confident and finding confidence. As I was saying, I talked about that in the last question, but I really tried to hype myself up for the longest. Like when I was in high school, middle school, I always thought that I had to do things for the pleasure of other people. Like I felt like I had to do things to impress other people. And I've learned, like, these days as you get older, you notice that people don't care, and if they do, who cares? You know, you're your own person. Like, you do what you do for you. Building confidence is hard, and I still have problems these days, but lately I just been waking up in the morning saying, I'm the bomb, you're the bomb, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, like, I'm amazing, you know, I got this. I really just try to hype myself as much as I can, because it'll teach you to not have to have anybody else hype yourself up. Like, it'll teach you to not need validation from others. Like, you do something, you look pretty, you know you look pretty, you don't need anybody else to tell you that you look good. Like, it's just that. Come to the point in my life where I don't need anybody to tell me that I look nice or anything like that. It's nice to have a compliment, I really do appreciate the compliments, but at the end of the day, like, you have to be confident in yourself, because if it's just words that are people feeding to you, you know, is that something that you feel internally, or is that something you only feel when somebody says that to you? You know, you have to know it for yourself without having anybody else say anything. Finding confidence can be difficult, but at the end of the day, it starts with you, and you have to make that step, and you have to really be okay with yourself and seek one within, you know. If you're a spiritual person, you know, prayer might even help. You can ask God to help you find yourself, help you seek confidence in yourself, because prayer works and he will listen. Next question I got, y'all, is do you plan on launching any businesses soon or in the future? And see, I don't want to toot my own horn or say anything too soon, because people will prey on your downfall right when you say something, but I do want to do some type of business. I'm not gonna say what yet, but I have been thinking about it, so you know, maybe this year y'all see something from me, who knows. I really want to build from my brand, like the brand that I have now on my channel. I really want to build up and, you know, make it into something more, so maybe I will have some type of business launched soon. Probably like, why are you getting all cute or glammed up? So like, I was gonna do a really cool glam makeup look, because I was gonna do like a really cute outfit, but I'm gonna try to take my own IG pictures. Usually I have my friend or my mom take them, but I'm gonna be doing it myself, because I bought this tripod on Amazon with a little Bluetooth clicker. See this curling, you see how it just slides out? Like, I do not like that. I'm taking some really cool, like, chill pictures today, so that's what I mean by full get ready with me. I don't know if I explained enough in the beginning, but I am doing like a full makeup hair outfit. I started my hair first because it's the easiest, and I'm doing a really simple makeup look. So next question I have is, any good banks to go to as an underage student, 18 and under? By the way, love your content. So I'm thinking you mean like banks to establish credit. Is that what you mean? I'm gonna actually finish curling my hair and I'm gonna come back, because I'm getting irritated. My hands are starting to burn. We will come back. So I finally finished curling my hair, and honestly, I had to get my other curling wand. This one is not Andis. This one is Pro Beauty Tools. I need to get another one of these ones, because this is my favorite one. I don't know why I didn't want to use that one at first, but it's okay. What the curls look like, they'll fall a little bit more at the bottom on this side, but I don't know if I don't really like this piece here. But anyways, we're gonna go back to the banking question. I'm sorry, y'all, like, I'll be taking forever to answer these questions, but to answer your question about the banking, so the banks that I have right now, my first bank card, or it wasn't really a bank card, but the first credit that I established was with PayPal Credit, but at the time PayPal Credit did not report to the credit bureau, so it wasn't really considered a credit card back then, but now they do report, so it's a little bit different. That was my first one, and I really do like PayPal Credit. Like, I still use it to this day. It's really one of my favorite credit to start with. And then my next one was Discover It, and then my next one was Barclay, which I use to finance my laptop. I think I definitely recommend PayPal. It's not like a real credit card, but it gives you a sense, and you only can make online purchases, but it still gives you that sense of credit responsibility. You still have to pay it back or whatever. I mean, obviously, but it gives you some like an insight of what it will look like when you do get an actual credit card. So I do like that one. And then Discover It is also really good. Barclay I literally only use for my laptop. But those are the credit cards, bank companies that I'm with currently. Establishing credit is super important. I can definitely make a whole nother video about it, because when I was like, I just started learning about credit maybe a few years ago when I first got my credit card. I think I got one when I like literally turned 18. Credit score is important though, y'all. So when you do get a credit card, really do not run it up, all right? I know it's gonna be hard, but you know, you can also start off like not even getting a real credit card. You can go with like Afterpay, Klarna. I definitely use those, and those will give you a sense of like having a credit type responsibility, because it doesn't really report to anything. I think they do like a soft credit check or something like that. I forgot what it's called, but I think you can still have it if you don't have credit. I'm not too sure. We're not even gonna get into that, but those are the ones that I'm with right now. Next question is, when did you start really getting into fashion? And actually this was quite recently. Like, I was not a fashion channel. I don't know if anybody knew my channel or if I still have subscribers supporting me to this day when I first started my channel, but I was a beauty channel. I was a beauty guru. Really just started getting into fashion more recently. My channel used to be a beauty channel where I did like makeup and stuff, which is why I have so many different makeup products. Not because like I just bought them, but because I used to be a beauty girl and that's like what I want to do on my channel. But I started getting into fashion over quarantine. Y'all know that Shein was a huge thing over quarantine last year, and that's kind of what sparked my interest in making my channel primarily fashion, because I wanted to inch away from doing the beauty videos anyways. So that's kind of what I decided to do, and that was more recently. Like, now I have so many different types of fashion pieces and clothes. I'm getting more into it these days, like even now, but I guess it was more recently, maybe a few months ago during quarantine is when I really started getting into it and knew that that was like something I was really passionate about, because my style, y'all, was horrendous. Like, I don't like talk about style like that, but nah, maybe my style back then, I'm gonna insert some pictures, guys, because ooh, my style was actually so bad, and I thought I was so cute, and that's the crazy part. Like, it's like we always look at our style back then and be like, oh my gosh, this was so cute, and then we look at it now and it's like, sis, what were you really doing? Next question is, could you describe yourself with a word or an action? I'm trying to think of a word that I could describe myself as, you guys. Why is this so hard? I should have thought of this before. I can't think of a word, but I can tell you one thing that I am always, and that is I'm always one thing I can say is that when I say something, I truly mean it. Like, I don't ever sway from my word, and that's what I'm really proud about myself. Like, in relationships and friendships, when I say something, I truly mean it and I stick with it. Like, that's something I'm always about. I don't have a word for that, but I know that I'm always like, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the questions from my community tab. So this first one is, how are you coping with this coronavirus and your mental health? What gets you through the day? Man, I'm already a introvert. Like, I like to go out with my friends occasionally, you know, this and that, but speaking for myself, but for all of my other introverts, like, when this virus happened, weren't you kind of okay? Like, were you content with your life? Like, I did not. Okay, so this is really bad, but I really didn't have a problem with staying home, because I didn't go out like that anyways, and when I did, it was pretty rare, you know. Like, I didn't go out all the time. Even nowadays, like, I mean, I still want to get out a little bit more. Now it's kind of to the point where it's like, okay, you know, that's enough. But when it first started, I really didn't mind. Like, but now I kind of am like, okay, people stay in the house, please, so we can get this virus over with. When it first started, like, as an introvert myself, y'all probably think, oh my gosh, you're an introvert, but yes, I really am. Like, I have some extrovert in me, like from my father, but my mom is an introvert. I'm like a mix between them both. Like, I can be cool with staying home and chilling. Like, I have no problem with staying home and chilling, and you know, obviously during quarantine, that's exactly what I did, and I really wasn't mad at that. Like, I didn't have a problem with just staying home and chilling. What gets me through the day these days, like, I work a lot, y'all. Like, I'm either at work or I am filming a video at home, or like watching shows and stuff like that. During quarantine, I watched so many different series. I watched Umbrella Academy. I started back watching Vampire Diaries. I finished the originals. Like, during quarantine, that was my moment for movies, chilling, and I can still even do that now, but yeah, that kind of just gets me through my day. Staying busy, occupied, doing different things like inside the house, that kind of keeps me busy. This next question is, what are your favorite hair removal products, and will you ever do a hygiene or shaving routine? So I have a hygiene routine up on my channel currently, and it's pretty accurate, like to date, I feel like, but I can do an updated one if that's something that y'all would want to see from me. But a shaving routine, no, because I really don't like to shave. I prefer to get a wax. I usually go to European Wax Center, and if I can get a wax, I definitely will. But why is my hand like this? I prefer waxes anyways, you guys. They last much longer than if you were to shave, and shaving is just annoying. Like, I be in the shower sweating, like, because I shave in the shower, and I be in there forever, and I'm just like, no. I would prefer to wax. But when I did shave, like when I was in high school, because you know my mom was not about to let me go get a wax, I could not let my mom know I was going to go get a wax like 9th grade, 10th grade. I became a senior, junior, it was a little bit easier to do stuff like that. But I would use Nair, and I like Nair, like bikini sensitive Nair, like that works really, really well. But if you can get a wax, I would just recommend doing that, y'all. Like, but if you can't, you know, Nair is nice. There is different like shaving methods you can do if you don't want to use Nair. Obviously, you're not going to use Nair down in there, but like on the top, you could definitely use it. This next question is a bunch of different ones about confidence and stuff, which I already talked about. I might touch a little bit more on confidence towards the end, but how to spot a real friend. And y'all, I can count all my friends on my hands, like one hand basically. People that I talk to almost every day, that I FaceTime, like I can count that on one hand. I have a small circle of friends because girls are very catty. There's gonna be people that are supportive of you and not supportive of you, people that are jealous like of your success and everything like that. Like, you can really spot a friend. Like, when you start doing good, just look and see what your friends do. Your friends, just look and see how they act. Are they happy for you? Are they jealous? Are they like saying, oh, that's you doing too much? Like, look at that, because people be real jealous on the low, like real jealous. People preying on your downfall, y'all. So you know, move in silence always. You could really tell when a person is not really happy. Hold on, I really gotta do my brows. Let me, y'all, that's what I just retrieved from my front door. Bershka. All right, so I tried to do my brows, y'all. I can't do it anymore. This is as good as it's gonna get. Dip into my James Charles palette today. I need a brush first of all. Real friends are people that do not judge you. Real friends are people who are loyal, who are always proud of you, who aren't jealous of you. Like, real friends are people that you could talk to about anything. Answer that next part of the question is, when should you walk away from a toxic relationship? Walking away from toxic relationships is extremely hard, because at that point of time you don't really see that the relationship is toxic, and most people on the outside can probably see that it's toxic, but when you're in that situation on the inside, it's like, oh, everything is fine, you know, this is just how it's always been. In reality, that's never how it should have been in the first place. Depending on the circumstance, I feel like you should definitely walk away from a toxic relationship when it's, you know, causing you emotional and sometimes even, you know, physical distress. You need to walk away. It's going to be hard, but there's so many more people willing to treat you right. Why are you staying with that one person who is treating you wrong? I've reached a point in my life that I don't want anybody to treat me like anything, you know. Once I see that one red flag, once I see that one sign, that's all it takes for me to back out, truly. And you know, I always stick with that. I always go with my gut feeling. It comes to the point where you're being emotionally abused and in distress and stressing over the relationship, then you just need to leave. It's not beneficial for you anymore. Toxic relationships can come in many different forms, and you know, you have to know those signs, and you have to know when it's best for you to leave, because it can go wrong real quick. Next question is, how do you know when you fully found your inner confidence, and how do you find it? So I actually did read over this question, and I have not fully found my confidence yet. I know when I have found my full confidence, I'm not going to give a care in the world about what other people have to say as far as negativity. I'm going to be one with myself. I'm going to love myself fully, like to the fullest point ever. I have not found that peace yet, but I hope to find it very, very soon. Something that's really been helping me to boost my confidence lately, as I said before, is looking myself in the mirror and telling myself that I'm worth it, that I deserve everything good that comes my way. So next question is mental health and coping with stress. So I've struggled with my mental health for a very long time, and to the point where I felt like I needed to be on some type of medication to, you know, cope. So far, you know, right now I'm taking an herbal supplement. It's called St. John's Wort. I told you guys about it in one of my vlogs, but I didn't really go too into it explicitly, but I've been taking that. It's like a serotonin boost, I guess. It boosts the serotonin or something like that. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll try to go over it a little bit more. I'll put some like notes on the screen. I'll put the picture of what it looks like, but I've been taking that and it's been helping me a lot. Like, I would wake up feeling really down, very sad, depressed. I'm trying to sway from that because I don't want to have to rely on something to feel good. But y'all know I took 5 classes this semester, or the past semester that just started, and I was very stressed. But a good way that I help to cope with that, like, say if you're stressed over daily tasks, the daily tasks that you're doing, a good way to cope with that is writing down everything that you need to do, having that all on paper, on a board, in your notes, anything like that, because it will help guide you through, even on a day-to-day basis. Like, you can even plan your dates if that helps you to feel less stressed, because I understand stress is something that you can't just run away from. I feel like planning out, scheduling, really staying on top of things like that could really help you to cope. Sometimes you might even need a vacation. Sometimes you might need some time to yourself. Take some time off from work to just really heal your spirit and to really feel better. I've taken plenty of time to myself and it has really helped me to cope. You know, sometimes you just need a brain rest day where you're just not doing anything. Maybe you're just watching shows, TV, I don't know, anything like that. Something that helps me get away from reality, and it's so bad, but I get on TikTok before I go to bed, and honestly, like, TikTok is a really funny place to be at, and that's something crazy to say, but TikTok has really helped me with my stress. Like, I'll be stressed, and then to wind down, I'm like, okay, let me just get on TikTok. This next question is self-confidence tips, plan to stay more organized, how to stay motivated, how to boss up and have that big glow up. I truly don't know if I've had that big glow up yet, and big glow up can be more than just physical being. Like, it can be mentally, the way you think, like that type of big glow up. I already talked a little bit about self-confidence, but as far as staying organized and staying motivated, as I said before, I always write down the things that I want to do today. When I wake up in the morning, I always try to plan my day and be like, oh, this is what I want to do today, and then I try to get that done. Something that has helped me the most, like, I try to have a lot of light in my room, open up the blinds, because that really helps me, you know, get some sunlight, get some serotonin, you know. As far as bossing up and having that big glow up, you need to write down all the goals that you want, you know, say them every day, really work towards those goals, because it's not just saying it and writing it down, it's also working hard for what you want. Not everybody is going to be handed something on a silver platter, so you're gonna have to work hard to the goals that you want to achieve, whether it's getting good grades, whether it's bossing up mentally, whether it's bossing up physically. Like, you need to work towards that. So the next question is, do you have any religious beliefs? And yes, so I consider myself to be Christian. I go to a Baptist church. I believe in Jesus Christ, and yeah, that is my religious belief. You know, I grew up in a church, so that's kind of what I've followed through with. I have, you know, learned about a lot of different other religions and stuff like that, but this is just the one, you know, that I am currently practicing, and the one that I plan to be practicing for, you know, as long as I live. All right, so next, how do you choose who to hang out with? And I find myself being very picky with having female friends. Me too, we are the same. It's very much so okay to be picky when it comes to your friend circle, because this is people you're letting in your life. You can let some people into your life and that it'll really mess up your spiritual well-being, it'll mess up your whole day. Like, you really can be picky, and I'm very picky when it comes to my friends. When I'm choosing who to hang out with, I always look at the energy that's given off by that person, whether it's good energy, bad energy. Like, I like to look at all aspects of that, because I do not want to hang out with somebody that has bad energy. I also like to associate myself with people who are doing well and, you know, have some of the same goals as me, because you can have that one friend that's just not doing anything, and that can really bear the influence on you, like, if that makes sense. Like, it's good to hang out with people that are doing what you're doing. If you're bossing up, it's good to have bossing up friends. Like, it's good to have friends that are doing something for themselves. The amount of times I've had to stop for the helicopter or the plane. Anyways, this question is, what are some of your tips for cramps and cravings when you're on your cycle? So I really do not eat that much during the first 2 days on my period, because I am in immense pain. I take Pamprin. That's the only thing that works on me, like max strength Pamprin, no caffeine. I really don't eat anything, you guys. I have no cravings on my period. I really just be wanting to lay down and, you know, slowly endure my pain while I can. Like, I don't like to eat on my period. I'm not saying that I don't eat at all, but I really don't have that many cravings, like, to be honest. As far as cramps, like I said, I do take medicine for that. You can either get like prescribed something too. Ibuprofen, I have ibuprofen that was prescribed, but it does not work on my cramps. The only thing that works for me is pampering. This next question is, how do you feel about stretch marks if you do have them? And I don't have stretch marks, but I think that everybody is beautiful in their own way, like, period. No matter what type of mark you have on your body, you are beautiful. And you know, we compare each other to other people so much that, you know, we're not appreciative of what God gave us. You know, as I said in the beginning, God made us who we are for a reason. Like, you embrace your stretch marks. You are beautiful. That's all the questions. If I didn't get to your question, I'm so sorry. I really tried to answer as many as I can without being too repetitive, because there was a few questions that I got that was a little bit more on the repetitive side, so I had to kind of pick and choose which ones to answer. I will be doing more get ready with me's. I'm actually not even done getting ready, so I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna come back and show you the final look. It's crazy how I talk this much and I'm still not done with my makeup, so I'm gonna finish this up. Honestly, I'm really washed out right now, so I'm gonna have to edit it a little bit, make more like saturation. But I changed the gloss because I felt like my lips were looking way too ashy. So yeah, and then I put on these princess lashes from Bag Out Luxe. I'm gonna link them down below, but let's go ahead and try on this fit. I'm gonna take some pictures, and yeah, I'm gonna have the pictures at the end as a little bit of a slideshow. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be doing many more full get ready with me's. Hopefully I'll have some words to say that are a little bit better, because I'm not used to just talking in front of a camera when I'm not talking about clothing. Answering questions is a whole nother deal. I really hope I answered some of y'all questions. I really tried to the best of my ability, but with that being said, I will see you guys in my next upload.